Hey, everybody. Appreciate all y'all coming in, hanging out with us. Sorry we're just a few minutes late, but we was got a special guest on for tonight, and I want to get her up here in a few minutes. I'm just going to do my announcements. In a couple of weeks, we are going to do our paranormal journey show again. We hadn't got a guest yet, but I hadn't figured out who I'm going to ask yet, anything like that. So that will be in 2 weeks on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we do have shows every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in tonight. There's a lot of people in here. I know that everybody's here to greet our guest tonight, but I know. Let's see, we got everybody in. As of too many people, I can't recall all of you, but I hope and pray y'all have fun. And let's see, let me bring a guest up. Everybody knows her. I just been following her on her channel for probably at least a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, somewhere like that. And I really enjoy a lot of her crafts work, her crocheting. And plus, I work with yarn at work. We make yarn, and I just stumbled by her channel, and I just follow her a lot because she does have a cool project that she just made and everything. So everybody, here is Dawn. Let me get her up here.
Hello, everyone. It is so great to see you. I am on my iPhone. As you can see, I have come to a local cemetery, and I just wanted to have the atmosphere and begin spooky season with a little fun.
That is so awesome. I'm surprised that they really let you in there. You know what I'm saying? That after hours and stuff, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Yes. So thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for having me up. Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really I'm so giddy right now.
Yeah, this is my favorite time of the year. Of course, my birthday is middle of the month, close to Halloween, and that's I wish there was a national holiday. It is what it is. So
I hope the wind isn't too distracting. I'm sorry for the wind. I didn't know. What I can do is I can go to a more area where I can find something that will be blocking the wind a little better. Yeah. Let's we're gonna move, you guys, but you'll get to see a little bit more of this is a historical cemetery. It's from the 1800s, and it's the perfect spooky vibe. As you can see a little bit behind me and what we're gonna pass by, like there's there's trees that have been here so long, they're pushing up the tombstone, and we have these crypt type plots instead of there's no actual mausoleums here, but I believe that these are like not a above ground but in ground mausoleum. I think you might know better than me, being the investigator, but I do love paranormal stuff, and it's very interesting, as no one has the answer to where do we go after this, you know?
Yeah.
But yes, see, that's much better as far as the wind, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. When you're on location, you never know what's going to happen.
You're right.
But yeah, the wind is much less windy. What would do? I don't know what to call that. Much less windy. So maybe I can just be right here for a little bit. Oh, how appropriate. We have some crows greeting us.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started in your craft work.
My mother is a seamstress, and she crochets and she knits, and she came from a large family. She was the oldest of 7. So, as you could imagine, there wasn't a lot to go around in the beginning. And if she wanted something, she had to make it, because her parents would do the best they could with what they had, of course. But with 7 kids, it was each kid got 2 shirts, 2 pants, and their Sunday best type uniforms, right, for school and stuff. So she made her a lot of her own clothes, and then when I came along, she made my clothes. And of course, being the curious one I was, I'm going to tell you, I was always like, can I try that? Can I try? What are you doing? I want to do that. And she would tell me, go outside and play. But as I got older, I never lost my interest in what she was doing. So a sewing machine wasn't in my budget as a broke college student. You know how that goes, right?
Yeah.
So one day I was like, oh, I'd really like to have the baby booties that my mom used to make, but I want them in my size. And so I said, hey, Mom, I want to do the baby booties. And she was like, okay, well, I'll teach you. We'll go. She took me to Joann Fabrics, gave me a hook, said, here's your hook, and this is the yarn you're asking for. You pick which colors you want. And I bought one of each and a bunch of white, and that's a blanket that many people have seen. But if you have not, you can go on my channel. It's draped over my chair. Those are the blankets that I began making, and I did not do the baby booties yet, but baby booties are coming. So that's how I got started. I found the crochet community through doing crochet, and it brought me here today. And I'm very blessed and very grateful and very thankful for all of the friends that I've made, and all of the things that really, the potential is endless. So I'm super excited for the future.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Did you, what all have you made by crocheting and stuff? What's several projects you got?
I didn't realize that through watching a lot of people do things and being like, well, I like that, but like I wanted to make a 0. So I looked on YouTube how, if there was a 0 tutorial, and there is, and I do like her 0, but it wasn't exactly my vision. So the fact that I can take some inspiration from other people here and then make it my own like the Granny Square skull sweater that I'm not wearing right now because I wanted to wear my cape. But again, if you come to my channel, you'll see I am this close to be like a couple more hours and I'll be done. But yeah, Granny Square skulls. YouTube said, "Hey, we think you'll like these," and I said, "Yes, YouTube, I do. Thank you."
Yeah.
And what am I going to do? I don't know. And then yeah, everybody asked me, "What are you going to do with them?" And I said, "I don't know yet." And then I saw people making cardigans, and I said, "Oh, thank you, YouTube. Yes, I think I will." So that's how that became a thing, and I started doing some amigurumi, which translates to small squishy toy, small plushy toy, like, and that's where I really found like that spark, that I said I found joy with my little turtle, and I just can't make things fast enough. I have so many projects that I want to do from now until the end of time that I hope I could do them all. And I would love to make more things for people. So as much as I want to make things for people, though, I want things for myself. So I'm sorry I've been making things for me at this time. And I hope to do as much as possible as quickly as I can because it's so much fun.
That is very neat how you got started and all that. Tell us a little bit about your channel. I mean, what you help people crochet, or you just have a good time talk?
I would love to help people crochet. I do not do tutorials because I'm very new. When my mom taught me, she taught me single crochet, and that's all I did for 20 years. And then I learned a thing called a double crochet because I think I had somewhere along the way learned about a double crochet, but I didn't quite understand what that was. And then I went to YouTube and I fell down the rabbit hole, as we like to say, into the whole crochet community. And again, it just propelled me here. I didn't expect to have a channel. I really enjoyed people live streaming. And so when they would drop their link, I would just pop up on panel. And then one day, a few of my people that are here, actually, my friends, they're all I genuinely was here to make friendships. I wanted companionship, and I wanted to talk about crochet and fiber arts and learn more. And so that's what I like facilitating on my channel. I like it to be a place where it's a safe space for people to come and hang out and meet other people that they can learn from. So I'm sorry I don't do tutorials, but I know people who do, and they can do it better than I can. I'm not saying that I won't get there, but I'm just saying I'm learning as I go. So I'm more than happy to have other people come in and that are more experienced, share their knowledge, their expertise, and also help give them a platform to, lift up the community. I really want to support everybody.
Yeah, I really enjoyed hanging out in your channel, in your chat stuff too. So, and watching everybody make different things and knowing that I make yarn at where I work at. I just wish you can crochet that stuff into some kind of something you can use. But my yarn is totally different than what y'all's crocheting yarn is.
Yes, because you are the first stage of garment production, right?
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily making the finished product as much as the component that goes into the rest of whatever's being done.
Yeah. I make the yarn and they send it out, and then that's where all the fabric and all the other stuff is made from. Of course. And this guy right here, Dwayne Baker, he's my friend. He works with me. He's the guy that sees all the yarn being made. He has to sit and watch the computers all day long.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, nice to meet you, Dwayne. Great to have you part of the show. Thank you. Yeah, so my channel got started because, like I said, I was going up on panels and people said, Dawn, if you had a channel, we would watch. And I'm like, I don't understand what you're gonna watch, but okay, let's go hang out. And my first live stream was just because I was on panel and I had just been gifted yarn for my birthday. And the person's panel I was up on, I'm sorry, this always gets me choked up. But she was just like, we'll go do a bee raid. And I was like, but I'm not a YouTuber. And 5 months later, wait, how long? Yeah, like 5 months now. I've just been sitting there crocheting with my friends and hanging out and sharing our lives and getting to know each other. And that's my channel. That's what we do. We just hang out and have the fun, as I say, or we're having the fun. And, if someone's having a rough day or a hard time, we're there to support you and help you get through it, let you know that you're not alone. You don't have to go through whatever it is you're going through by yourself.
Yeah.
And that's really the heart of where my channel is and what my channel does.
Robin says, what kind of yarn is it you make? We make yarn out of plastic water bottles. So then they turn it into things that you can wear, things you can use, bags, shirts, shorts, socks, whatever it is.
That's really cool.
They do all kinds of stuff with yarn, everything they make. I don't know exactly what all that we put our stuff into, but I know there's over 100 some products. Okay, let's see. What was your favorite thing that you made?
The train wants to say hello, everybody. The favorite thing. It always seems that my current project is my favorite thing, but my favorite thing, I mean, Zero is really cool because it glows in the dark.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I was making my own pattern, but somehow I did. So I've been asked to make that into a pattern, and I need to do that. Hoping to get a little bit of help with it, though, because I'm not a pattern designer yet.
Yeah.
It seems like that's where my creativity or my creative brain is taking me. So yeah, definitely my little Zero amigurumi is a top. I just want to get my sweater done. I can't say that it's my favorite right now because I just want it done. And I'm sure when I am done with it, it will be my favorite. But if you know the creative process and, it takes time. So yeah, just it's like my second wearable that I'm like doing freestyle.
Yeah. That's like me. I collect baseball cards, and everyone I get, it's my favorite. And then the next will come out, I want it, I get it. This is my favorite, so I put this one on the back burner. I got a bunch of favorites, but I don't know which one I want to say is my favorite one.
Right. So they're all kind of the favorites. Yeah.
Do you like any kind of music or anything like that?
I love music.
Oh,
I love all kinds of music. Being a 70s baby was a really cool era because you're probably familiar with what they called the oldies back then, like the 50s and the 60s, and then the 70s and the in the 80s and the 90s. Like, of course, it's my childhood and it's where I grew up and all the nostalgia in that. So yeah, I like rock and roll. I like metal. I like rap. I like hip hop. I like soul. I like R&B. Um, I like a lot. I do. I like a lot. Yeah. It just the here's the thing. Like, a few times I catch myself saying this quite often. Time and place. Time and place. You know, it's the atmosphere. It's the study, the aesthetics, or the setting. Like, it's the mood, right? So, um, yeah, we could talk about music all night. Honestly, I do have a few CDs still that, because a lot of people, they talk about decluttering and then they say get rid of your CDs because digital files, and I'm like, but I can't do that because I invested too much time digging through CDs at the CD stores or record stores. Too much money that, again, broke college student. So I have put those aside, and that's going to be a live one night. I'm going to go through and we're going to talk extensively about my collection specifically. But thank you for asking. That's an excellent question. What about the music you like?
Oh, I just like just whatever comes on the radio, pretty much. But I like bluegrass and country. I'm down here in the South area, so pretty much bluegrass is about. That's what I grew up on. My grandma, my mom, and all of us. They played every time you go to somebody's house. That's what they're playing. So I got hooked on it. Several years ago, I got hooked on the '50s, the doo wop, and all that stuff. Now I got hooked into that. So I listen to a little bit of all of it. I don't listen to it like a whole lot of times, but just something other get my mind off everything else.
Yes, yes. Music is definitely great for that.
So let's see. Um, I got my I got my list here, but I done asked all the questions, so we'll be taking questions from the chat here in a little bit. If you if
Oh,
you want
very cool.
to know.
Yes, yes. Questions from the chat. I do
Yeah.
not have chat in front of me. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Um,
So let's see. Do you sew too, or do you just crochet or knit, or do you do everything you can?
everything I can. Yes, that's an excellent answer. When when I first began crochet, I was only 19. So, as you can imagine, angsty teenager kind of getting into the early 20 age, crochet was very slow. And I don't want to say boring, but more like tedious. So I was like, okay, what else can I do that's a little bit more variety? And this is, way pre YouTube. We're talking 1995, okay?
Yeah.
1994. And I found my mom introduced me to cross stitch. She's like, oh, okay, well, here's cross stitch. And so I started cross stitching. So I have quite a few pieces that I have had. I can't believe for over 20 years is kind of amazing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so sorry, just a lot of good memories, a lot of good. What happened was I used to work on them when I would commute with my mom to work, and we had quite a bit of a drive, and I would be bored in the car because she would be driving most times, not all the time, most of the time. So that was a nice activity that I could do while I sat in traffic uh, during the commute, and that's how a lot of things got made. Well, I just had idle hands, and yeah, music was there, and so we were talking about this the other day on my live, where you're your pieces become memories as far as what your time in your life was, what you were going through, what was happening, and you can look at a piece and you can remember
Yeah.
those memories, and it's really cool. It's really special. So I do sew also, but because I have, and many of us in the community do have health struggles. It's hard to make the things that I would like to on a sewing machine. The sewing machine's just a little bit more physically demanding
Yeah.
than crocheting or cross stitch. A lot less portable, as you can imagine. So when I'm up for it, I can cut a few pattern pieces maybe, and then I need to take a break.
Yeah.
So as much as I love sewing, and I did again have my sewing machine out just yesterday to do a little craft project that I was working on another channel, but it's not going to be something that sustainable as far as long term every
Yeah.
day that I can do. But it's nice to take a break from the other fiber arts and go do that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
slow fashion. That's what I got. I got slow fashion going.
Do you ever set up like any craft fairs or anything like that, or shows?
Not yet. Not yet. Um, the things that I've made, I've donated. I donate a lot. I did purchase knitting machines so that I can make hats. I have a local charity called Hearts for Humanity that I donate beanies. So, and on the machine, I can knit up a beanie in like a half an hour, and it's pretty awesome. Um, I also want to do more as far as donations go. But again, there's a lot of things that I want to make for myself, so it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard.
I know what you mean by that. Um, I got one question here from Robin. Says, Dawn, what did you take in college?
Um, oh gosh, what did I take in college? That was so long ago. No, I did fashion merchandising. I did fashion merchandising, and I actually wanted to go to FIDM. It's Fashion Institute for Design and Marketing, but I or merchandising. Sorry, merchandising, marketing, same. Anyway, sorry to be boring you, but
Mm.
yes. So, but I did get an AA or an associate's in business, because working in an office, and fashion was a dream. The working at the office and actually like getting paid, that
Yeah.
was the reality. So, yeah, it's just as my mom would say, a paper pusher. No, I started off as receptionist, worked my way up to office manager and shift supervisor, which is, in my opinion, a glorified receptionist. So yeah, I have some computer skills, but I'm just the end user. I'm not a high techy person, but I can figure things out. I think I do pretty well.
Yeah. Neil said, have you had a ghostly experience?
Yes, yes, yes. I believe I have quite a few actually. Um, So where I grew up is the fifth largest city in California, Fremont, California. We moved there when I was 10, and we lived in this one house until I was 16. And that house is so one. There's a lot of like communities, like I don't know, it's like the city is Fremont, but then there's like Centerville district and Irvington district and Mission district. So there's separate districts within that city. And so I was in Irvington district, and hence why I wanted to come and bring you to a local cemetery here to let you know that. So the Indians were inhabited this area before us. So there's a lot of, from what I understand, and I haven't done my research recently, so it's not fresh in my brain. So please don't, I might misquote myself, and I don't mean to, but due to the area, and I believe that the ground is very spiritual. So I'm not quite sure, um, like what kind of sacred ground possibly could be that they built, the tract homes on. But I do believe that that has something to do with the activity in that area, because some things happened in that house that are not explainable.
Yeah.
And I do believe in spooks. Sorry, I do believe in spooks. Isn't that the line from the Wizard of Oz, when when the scarecrow gets scared? Doesn't he say, "I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks"?
Yeah.
So we were at home one day, and we were all watching a movie, and my family. So my mom and dad, and they had one section of the living room that they sat in. They had chairs, and then that we had a big couch, and us three kids were sitting all on the couch, and we're just sitting, so basically in like a semicircle, and watching the movie, and you could see everybody one by one got a chill in the room. And then my stepdad says that was his dad, just out of nowhere. And we
Yeah.
were all just like looking at each other, like, did you feel that? Like, did you? And it, there was no windows open. There was no explanation for this draft that came through. It was a calm, quiet night. We were just sitting there watching a movie, and all of a sudden, it was the most eerie thing, though. And it kind of was like, everybody was like, "Did that just really happen?" And we were all like, "Yeah, that really did just happen."
Yeah.
Another incident where we were kids. We were, like I said, I was 10. So this is early experiences. And that really stuck with me because I was old enough to remember them. Um, we had one night, as kids, we're just goofing around. We were just playing tag in the house. Of course, my mom, if she would have seen us, she would have made us stop. But we were just playing tag, and all of a sudden, this light fixture, like, it was one of those ceiling. Now they call them like boobs. They look like a boob, like the little dome light.
Yeah, we got
Um,
one
yeah, right.
there.
So that was just that was it was secured to the ceiling, and you would think if something would have, like, caused it to fall down, wouldn't it fall straight down, like gravity would just pull it? This thing went at my brother, like, at an angle. Like, it flew at my brother, and it landed right next to him. Like, he kind of moved out the way, and it landed right next to him. And everybody was like, "What the heck just happened?" Because it was a few feet away from the location in the ceiling that it should have been. So again, we were just kind of like, that was really, like, how do you explain that? We couldn't, like, we were really scared, but not trying to be scared, but really
Yeah.
confused, like. And it's still a story that my brother's like, "Hey, you remember that time?" Because we could still never figure out, like, why it fell down, but and it didn't fall, like, it flew. Like, we all saw it. There was me, my brother, and my sister. We all witnessed it.
Yeah. That's uh, pretty interesting because we've had the same kind of experience here when we was all little. But my cousin and they all played with the Ouija board, so you can tell what kind of experiences we had.
Yes. Actually, I didn't want to spook people too much, but yes, when we were younger, we did the same.
Yeah.
And okay, so you, like, as we get older, maybe we don't remember the exact details, but my brother, he when we were playing the Ouija board, he asked, how many kids would he have? And the Ouija board, I promise you, it said 11. Now, my brother said he remembers it saying 9, that he would have 9. But I was like, no, it said 11. I promise you, it said 11. I remember it saying 11. Well, he thought he was done having children, and he had 9. So I'm not sure if that's why he was thinking that was it. But then he had 2 more. So now he has twins. He just had twins this year. Now he has 11. And I'm like, I promise you, I remember it was 11. And he has 11 because his wife, so his adopted children. But of course, he accepts them as his own. So biologically, he has 5, but altogether, they have 11. Hi, cool. Baby. Hi, honey. Hello. Look at your good boy.
Let's see.
This is Bat, everybody. If you have not met my puppy, his name is Bat, and he will pop in on your channel as well. He's a very good supporter. Oh, this is a good boy. Oh, this is a good boy. Look at this good boy. Oh, he's loving the mommy. Oh, he doesn't ever want to be on camera, and look at him. What a good baby. Hi, honey. Go say hi. Yeah, you say hi. Oh, it's a good boy. That's just a good boy.
I seen you take him into the store with you and shopping, so that's pretty cool.
Yes. He loves to walk Mom to Dollar Tree. Mom, let's go walk to the Dollar Tree, huh? Yeah, we'll just walk the mommy to the Dollar Tree. What are you doing? You want to come up? Come on. I'm trying to get you in the shop, Mr. Pooh. I don't know how to do. Oh, okay, good boy. Oh.
So, would you ever consider like doing a paranormal investigating somewhere?
Yes.
Like you have a chance?
Oh, yes. I grew up not too far from the Winchester Mystery House, and I have done the midnight flashlight tours at that location before, which is really fun. No, I did not see anything myself. However, I have an uncle that used to work there, and he has seen the files. Now, this is unofficial, you guys, so don't say I gave it. I'm not supposed to be giving out the secrets, but they do have files of incidents that they have captured in many ways, whether it was security footage or still cameras. So yes, there have been hauntings or sightings, if you will, at the Winchester Mystery House. But that house has a very interesting history as far as the background of the Winchester rifle and Sarah Winchester and her. It's a pretty tragic story of her life and her family and how she lost a child and what compelled her to build the home the way that she did.
Yeah.
So I've been there many times, but definitely the midnight tour one was the best. And so I did want to show some of the memorabilia that I had. Again, it's October, and I was hoping that I could feature, some spooky things on my channel throughout October. Yeah. And that would be fun.
We got another question here for you from Neil. It says, do you collect anything other than yarn?
Oh, great question, Neil. Actually, I did the 16 non-yarny questions. And I did do that in a live stream as well that you were there. One of the questions is, do you collect anything other than yarn? And yes, I do. I have a small collection of carousel horses, like miniature carousel horses, that are music boxes. And they're really who doesn't like a carousel horse? Like, carousel horses are beautiful. And I do like elephants. So I learned how to crochet elephants. I have collected elephants, like a few items. So I do I love animals. I used to collect teddy bears, but that I ended up gifting away, I should say. I gifted them. What else do I collect? I want to say souls, but that's not true. But just joking. Just joking. No. It's funny how you just find yourself all of a sudden you just picked up things over the years and you're like, wow, and now I have a collection. A lot of good memories. Collect a lot of good memories.
Yeah. That's same way here. I mean, I've got a lot of things I collect, and everything that I've collected reminds me of my past when I was young, and everything like that. So it's pretty cool.
For example, like what?
Oh, I mainly collect, cards, and I got a few coins, not a lot of coins, not nothing worth anything, more sentimental value than
Yes.
anything worth. But I got a coin that's is same age as my daddy is. Uh, I don't have no Civil War stuff yet, so I'm working on getting me some Civil War stuff. But that's my favorite era. I love Civil War, Victorian era. I was born in the wrong era, so I don't know why, but I wished I was back then in them days. It's so fun.
I agree. And actually, I have plans to take you guys to a historical farm very soon on my channel. I would like to go do a live. And if I can't do it live, I definitely will film it. But I'd prefer to do it live because I'm not the editing type.
Yeah.
But I do love the late 1800s. I do love the Victorian era. I do love history in general. Yeah, so I get the appeal to the Civil War stuff. However, that's hard with a lot of tragedies and a lot of loss of life
Yeah.
side of it. But hence why we do have a curious nature into the afterlife, right? And the paranormal side of things, and how does energy manifest itself, because that's what we are, right? We're energy. So how does the energy shift? How does the energy continue even when we're not in this, some people might say, like a meat suit, right?
Yeah. Yep. Neil's got another one right here. Says, "What is your main goal in YouTube journey?"
To have fun with my friends, Neil. That's all I'm here for. I'm just having fun with my friends. And don't ask me why scaring the poop out of myself is fun. But it's
Uh,
yeah, the great question, Neil. Thank you so much. I know, baby. I know. What is mommy doing? Is getting darks. I think the puppy's picking up on stuff. I think he's never been to a cemetery, and
yeah.
he's over here wondering what is going on. What is going on, little guy? I'm sorry. Yeah, and we got the sun setting. So I wanted to travel over a little bit more into the light. And actually, I can turn around and I can show you. There's the sun going down. Hi, he's a good boy. Do you want to take a little walk? We can walk and talk. I can show you guys a little bit more around the cemetery here for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Unless there's more questions.
We got one right here. Uh, Says, "Do you own anything that seems to have a spirit attached to it?" Talking about you.
No. No, actually, I don't. I just wanted to read it. I believe that you can do. You can tell them that you know they're there, and just to please not bother you. And I haven't had like so. I don't know how you would classify it, Jonathan, but you probably have heard that there's like different types of spirits. So they have the jokester ones or the pranksters, right? And then you might have something that's like a little bit more dark and demonic. You may have one that's just kind of, angry or fussy. And then you would just have the ones that are um, lost, grieving, mourning, don't know how to cross over.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So, and then like the happy ones are the mischievous ones that just they kind of move your things on you. They might play a little joke on you, but they don't really mean you any harm, right? So, wow. Uh, yeah, I just find that if I say I know you're there and I respect you, please respect me and just don't scare me. It
Yeah.
works, and they don't bother me.
Neil's got another one. So, is there a horror movie that you've been scared of and will not watch again?
Not off the top of my head, no. No. Um I have not seen I have not seen that was not the question, sweetheart. I have not seen um what's that one? Is it a horror movie? No, it is. Blair Witch Project. I have not seen the Blair Witch Project. At the time when that came out, I felt like that is the kind of horror movie that is super scary to me because my imagination is more scary than any gory thing they could put because I know it's fake when they show the stuff on TV, right?
Yeah.
Uh, but the fear of the unknown, the things you can't see, um, yeah, my own imagination is spookier. So yeah, Blair Witch Project, I couldn't do it. So actually, thank you, Neil, for a very good question. There was a movie I would not watch because I was afraid. I was that afraid. Um, and then I heard that a lot of people got ill from the motion sickness of the cameras, and I was kind of glad that I didn't do that. But I do want to see it now, and see how has it held up over the years? Because what are we coming up on we must be coming up on an anniversary of that. Some type of anniversary. Wasn't that like 1998, 99 that came out?
Somewhere in that time frame.
Yeah.
I don't watch no scary movies. I'm scared of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I watch any scary movies, I'm like this. I
So
don't
it's
like.
only half as bad, right? Only
Yeah,
one eye, then it's half as bad.
yeah. I don't like jump scares. That's one thing I do not like is jump scares.
Oh, yeah.
I can
Yeah.
stuff, but if they start jumping out at you now, that I'm done with it. That's it.
Right. Right. Yeah. I would prefer.
I get scared. I get scared.
Daniel's over here saying he gets scared from jump scares too. He gets, yeah. Yeah. Um,
But
my
I
favorite.
I can go into a house, graveyard at night. Don't bother me a bit. I'd sit all night long if you let me. But now watching a scary movie, once they start doing the first jump scare, I'm out the door. That's just it.
Same with me. Same with me.
My type of horror movies are like the Saw series or franchise, if you will. The Hostels. I I like the psychological more kind of, yeah, gory. So yeah, as far as jump scares though, or even like the Paranormal Activity movies, man, not so much.
Yeah.
I didn't even. I don't know. I don't know. I come from in probably you too. You know, the Freddy Kruegers and the Jasons and the, you know, Michael Myers type of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm used to Chainsaw Massacre type. And again, I just laugh at those because they're
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Second Sense.
I got this friend at work. She do not like Michael Myers whatsoever. My
No.
last name is Myers.
Oh,
And I told her, I said, you know he's my cousin, don't you, like that? Oh, her eyeballs got big as silver dollars. She every time she walks by me, she'll just give me that evil look.
she's side eyeing you now. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know about this guy. I was just walking out, checking these out. So some of these dates that people were born are like 1886, and they had pretty long lives. 1967 is the date of passing. 1892, 1887. Oh, we have one over here that's 1825. I'm sorry. I did want to do a little bit of investigating, if you will, on my own here.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys an idea of, like, there's history everywhere you look. Yeah, here's 1857. And oh, 1838 was where I was sitting earlier. Yes, to 1927, right there. So we're not too far away from RIP, Mr. Person who's almost been gone 100 years. That's like, this is like 100-year-old gravesite.
That's pretty cool. I like cemeteries. You do get a lot of history in there because you wonder how they actually passed, like during the Black Plague, and all that stuff. That's pretty interesting. See how far we come through medical and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have some. So Helen C. Silva here, 1853 to 1921. So this site right here, she's over 100. She's over 100. You guys are now YouTube famous. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's pretty, like, it's pretty cool. I think that they're being memorialized in such a way. Now this one's newer, 1904 to 1991. I really hope that I'm blessed to be able to hang around and see stuff for that long.
Yeah.
I'm not even half a century yet, so
Yeah. It's just like it's a different atmosphere when you go to the cemetery. Even not if I just go during the day, not even doing an investigation, you still feel the vibe that all the history, and you just want to go see how they put the names on the stones and stuff. Because where my mom's buried at right now, there is a headstone that's backwards.
oh,
Yeah, it's been there for God knows how long. It's been there since I. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, get me some more drink, and I will
sure.
be back. I'll play a break video right quick, the halftime video, and then
Okay.
we'll be back and we'll take some more questions from the chat. and if you got anything you want to tell us and talk to us about or things like that, and then we will wrap her up and everything.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Hi.
That was a quick video.
Yes, it was.
So let's see. I saw a question right here. Let me find it.
Now,
Right.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. So, you guys, I'm walking in the center, these centers. So, I'm not walking on anybody. And I just think that this is really beautiful. Like, and pretty cool but I wanted to go over here to see Olive Rose. I would really like to know more about this. Can you see? Am I showing it? There we go. Wait, what do I got? That way. Hello. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get my perspective. Ah, there we are. Here. And then this is because all the other ones have some kind of granite or marble or stone headstones. And she's the only one with a cross like that.
Yeah. Neil's got a question here for you.
Okay.
It says, in your mind, do you see ghosts or spirits in limbo?
Oh, yes. I mean, we've heard of that, like purgatory type place or limbo, where people can get stuck, I want to say. From my understanding, that's more of a, I don't know, judgment call, if you will,
Yeah.
from how it's explained. So it's like you haven't quite earned your way to the other side, but you can't go back. So they don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
So you end up there. But we don't really know, do we? And I think that's why it's so fascinating and why so many people want to investigate and, see if we can get some answers. Because none of us are making it out of this alive, right?
Yeah, you're right. Native Wildman asked, is there any unmarked graves there?
Not that I see. No, not that I see. There are some open plots that don't have any markers. So possible, like I've explained, I'm trying to be very careful and not step on any graves. I'm trying to stay on what looks like pathways. So where I'm at is a path, and right here in these marked out sections, as you can see, they're just open. So I don't know. I don't know if they have vacancies. I don't know if this is if there's a vacancy here, or if it's unmarked. I'm not really sure. But it does look like they may have some open space. Like I said, I'm trying to stay on what looks like designated pathways. However, there's nobody right here also. And because this is just kind of like, there's no I don't know, what is it when there's like a building for the gravekeeper, you know, who would be the person who tends to the gravesite. I know the city takes care of it, but there's no on-site location for them to come and do anything. So I don't know, that this may be full and they're not looking to put anybody in here anymore. I'm very curious myself. So yeah, I mean, we possibly are looking at some that are unmarked and we just don't know it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely disturbing a dog over there though, which is sad because I did want to go look a little bit closer at those out there, but I don't want to disturb the neighbors as we're already trespassing probably. We got lucky. Somebody was very kind and opened the gate and let us in and said we could hang out for a little bit, and then it was quite funny that they saw us and we just said, yeah, we're YouTubers. And we go do the YouTube thing, and they were like, sure, come on in.
That was very awesome that they let you go in like that. Around here, they'd look at you, look like you're crazy if you try to go in or ask them, hey, can I do one? My dad got blessed out, told him no. He asked them nice, and they blessed him out. I mean, all they had to do was say no. They didn't have to go through all hateful fights, and do all that stuff.
No, we don't want to upset anybody. Like, I was more than happy to sit on the sidewalk outside. Dan was the assertive one who said, well, let me just go around the block here and see if we can find someone. And he did. Okay, so here looks to be, there's a cross here, but there's no, now I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't really see. So there might be something on there that I just can't read, but it doesn't look like it. But clearly they are next to a proper headstone, and with the way that it's marked, see how everything has like, so this plot of land belongs to that family, I'm guessing, or I would assume. So Jonathan, when you do your investigations, what locations do you go to?
We go to a little bit of everything we can. We do cemeteries, and we do old abandoned houses that when we can find a decent one to go into. We've been doing the bridge where they found 18 bodies buried in a shallow grave out in the woods. And we think it was like a gangster style killing, I guess you would say. So we go there. That's where we had our little gremlin sitting on the bridge railing, and it actually went off that night. So I didn't shake the bridge. I was sitting beside of it. You can see me didn't move. My dad, he was standing behind the camera. He didn't move, didn't touch the bridge. So what it was, something there just came up and touched it. We actually caught a SLS camera. We got it, and we caught a figure on it right before the gremlin had went off. So yeah, it's a crazy night.
So for anyone who doesn't know, what exactly is a gremlin?
It's just a little toy gizmo doll that used to. Well, actually, it was in a movie back in the late '80s, early '90s, and all the older stuff now is coming back in stores, the retro era, whatever you call it. And
Yes.
we actually picked us up one, and we've been trying it. We've worked with it for about 7, 8 months. Then one night we just got lucky, and it actually finally went off with us, and that was the awesome thing.
So how do you use Gizmo to
Uh, we
detect?
we just use it as a REM pod. It's got a motion sensor in there. Just set it out, ask questions. If anything that wants to communicate through it, they just touch it, and it all they had to do is like hit it on the head, and it'll start hollering. So it's a really interesting thing. I've got the idea when we went to the clinic. There was a kid's piano in there. It was playing by itself. Nobody was in the room, and that gave me an idea if I can take some kid's toy that has a motion sensor in it and use it, and maybe it would take off. And finally, it's actually got a trend now. Everybody and his brothers getting them gizmo dolls.
Nice,
Yeah,
very nice. Um, yeah, so I have seen that in other TV shows where they will get a plushie toy and see if it moves, or a ball or
yeah,
something, to see if they can get interaction that way. So that's really cool. That's really
yeah.
cool.
We use it as a well back. They've got this thing called Boo Bear. It does the same thing. It lights up when something touches it, but they're about $300 to $500. This didn't cost me but $29.
Yeah.
So that's what gave me the idea of what to use. And every time I go to Walmart or go to some kind of store, I always go down the toy aisle and look at anything I can find that will be really sensitive and try to get everything that I know what to do.
Oh, I'm gonna have to come back when this place is properly open and leave some flowers or tokens of mementos, because I did find, it looks like we have a child right here. Oh wow, yeah. Um, this was a baby. Diane Garcia, December 24th to March 4th, 1941 to 1944. Oh, sweet baby. Hello, little one. We're not here to disturb you. We just want to pay a visit. That's the first child that I've seen so far. Um, and that's really sad. It's really sad. And
Here,
I'm sorry if this is disturbing anybody who's lost someone way too soon.
yeah.
But we're just here to pay respects and be respectful and be curious. Just curious. I just want to know a little bit more about, like I said earlier, where do we go
Yeah.
after this?
Can you see the chat on the phone popped up right here? I got highlighted. She said
Yes.
her phone car holder opens up every time I pass a cemetery or areas on the highway where people have lost their lives.
Wow, Mishi, that is spooky. That is
Yeah,
spooky.
that is really wild. And somebody else said that the other day. I was in a chat and I heard somebody say that.
My my niece passed and at 5:55 p.m. on a Monday, and I see 555 a lot. So there are ways that people do communicate with us. You just have to look for the signs, and your loved ones are always with you. Yes, they are in your heart, but they always are looking out for you, sending you signals. So yeah, you just need to look for those signs, and you can see them.
My best friend died on my birthday, and his number was 306.
I
Always looked at the clock when it's 306.
I do the same thing. I know a lot of people ask me, have I actually seen any type of a spirit apparition, shadows, or anything like that? I have. I saw my grandma, and I woke up one night and saw my mom standing at the foot of my bed, and I was hollering, screaming, or something other, and all of a sudden my wife woke me up, and looked like I was just somebody dumped a bucket of water over me. And she asked me what happened. I said, I saw my mom standing there talking to me. So that's 3 times that happened. One with my grandma did it. One with my best friend that passed away. He came back and seen me. And my mom just did it probably about several months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dan, do you want to come on camera and share your experience?
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Yeah. Good.
Good. My best friend died. We both had the same birthday. Mine was July 3rd. His was July 4th. And we used to go up to the Tuolumne River like clockwork every year on our birthday. And the one year that I didn't go up, on our 18th birthday, he passed away on my birthday on July 3rd.
Oh.
And his number was 306 from bike racing when we were younger. And like clockwork, almost every day, I look at the clock, my phone or whatever, and it always lands on 306. It's the weirdest thing, and this is almost every day.
Oh, cool.
So,
that's wild.
it is. It's pretty crazy.
That's wild.
It must just, he always looked out for me, so he's still looking out for me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He's always going to be there. There's no doubt about that. Always going to be there.
Yeah. So, thank you for having me on your channel.
Oh man, that's my pleasure to have y'all on my show. Like I said, y'all are always welcome here anytime y'all want to have some paranormal experiences and stuff. Y'all are more welcome here to tell you stories or anything.
Yeah, well, I have a couple spooky places I could bring Doll to, and they're pretty paranormal. I'll tell you, there's been a lot of activity there. So.
No.
Looks like we're gonna go on more field trips, you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So let's see. Hey, Vicky, you got in here. I didn't even see her. She snuck in here on me. I didn't see.
Hey.
She's one of my regulars in here. We are really good friends. She comes on my shows a lot, and we talk about a lot of different things. I love spooky places.
Yeah, this place is beautiful. As you can see, we are losing daylight though, but I know we just have a few more minutes here.
Yeah.
So we're good. We're good. So yeah, any last minute questions, right, Jonathan? Anything else anyone wants to share with us? I'm sorry I have not caught one of your regular shows. I found Jonathan when he was driving to work. And I actually do enjoy watching people driving for some reason. It's relaxing. And so yeah, I joined him on his journey to work. So this is all new for me.
Yeah. It's like a good thing that I do it in the mornings, because I drive to work and it gets so boring, and I do talk now. Plus, when I pull up at the stoplight, and I like to see people looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. But people, they they think I'm really crazy anyway from going out into the cemeteries at night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and things like that. But it don't really bother me until we start hearing voices. Then I'm like, okay, I got to find out where this is coming from and this and that. So we get some crazy stuff.
That is cool. That is cool. It is. It's a trip when you're out in the middle of the night somewhere where.
Have y'all ever been fascinated with the paranormal?
Oh yeah, I've always been fascinated with it. I mean, it's just one of those things that I've always believed there's spirits around.
Yeah.
I've had my own experiences, so I've definitely wanted to go check out more cemeteries. I've been in a few though, and real late at night, and it's been spooky.
Yeah.
A couple times. I got out of there real fast.
Yeah.
Growing up again with the movies like Poltergeist and Ghostbusters, even though I know Ghostbusters isn't really like like it's a comedy, right?
Yeah.
But it still deals a lot with, so when you think of spooks and paranormal activity, that's the first thing I think of is like,
The dogs that he's
alerted to something. Yeah, he's alerted to something.
I think it's about time we need to get through the fence that the nice people let us through.
Don't tell them about that. Great, now they know we really did trespass, you guys. No, we had some gatekeepers let us in. That's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Let's see. There's one more question I was going to ask you before we close everything out, but I cannot remember what it was. Neil's got another question right here for all of us. Said, do you think a lot of the unknown is actually your mind playing tricks? Me, I do think some people try to see something just because their friends or relatives told them, yeah, there's something right here.
Yeah.
Motivation up, and they'll be like, I can see it, but evidently it's not there,
I think the mind does have a lot to do with repetitivity of things, especially when it comes to the mind's powerful, so it'll direct you towards those feelings, right?
Yeah, our intuition definitely plays a part.
But there's so much that's unknown that we really can't count out any facts that there really are spirits in the afterlife. And so I don't know. I just think it's it could be the mind, but it also definitely isn't all just the mind. That's for sure.
Yeah. I got a question the other day. Asked me, why do I do it? One thing is just a hobby. Next thing, I do want to learn the history. And the third thing is I want to try to get their story out. They still got untold stories.
Definitely.
Especially the ones that was in the military. I'm a big military freak. My dad was in the service. About all my family was in the service.
Mine too.
That's what's got me wanting to do a lot of the Civil War era. I'm a big Civil War freak. That's my area. I like it. Not because of what it was caused. It was just because of the time frame and the history that it made.
Definitely.
I want to get that story out to a lot of people that never, especially to the kids nowadays, because they don't know nothing about stuff like that. All the history is being erased.
Yeah, and hidden. Yeah, they just
This is how we honor our loved ones. We keep their memories alive. They live on through us. And even though I don't have anyone personal here that I know, it's still human life and we're still all connected.
Yes, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Have y'all, huh?
Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, I think the Civil War era, it was a really crazy time, for both sides of the Union and Confederate. They just,
Yep.
they kind of buried a lot of the history, like you said, and it's hard to dig that stuff up,
Yeah.
and tell the story about it.
Yeah.
Sorry to leave you guys in the dark now.
Yep.
We getting ready to get ready to end anyway because one thing is getting dark on y'all, and I don't want y'all to be out there too late.
Yeah.
And I got to get up pretty early in the morning to go pick my dad up. So I'm gonna play the Gremlin video right quick, and then we'll say our goodbyes, and then we'll get on out of here.
All right.
Thank you.
I really, really enjoyed this show. I couldn't wait for it. So here is the video of the Gremlin right quick, and then we'll come back and say our goodbyes. Come on. Okay, you can touch every one of these little toys out here now, please. Already got. Actually, it done got back up 36 degrees. It was 34.
I felt warmer a while ago.
I hear something clicking.
I've heard that. Not sitting right down there.
Will you please reach up here and touch that little gremlin for me? All you gotta do is hit him on the head, and he will go off. He'll make a funny noise, but he will not hurt you. If you want, you can cut that little cat toy on. Don't be rattling them keys, man.
I ain't rattling nothing. I got my hands right there top of my pants to keep my fingers warm. I ain't rattling nothing.
Okay, thank you. No way. No freaking way. No way.
I told you there's something right there, John, and you don't believe me.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. You are the first one that we got to do that. That's all you got to do is touch it. Will you do it again for me, please?
That was creepy. That was weird. Jeez.
Yeah, that did a pretty good job that night. So
yeah,
very interesting.
That was cool.
Right.
Jeez.
Anything y'all have last to say?
It was a pleasure to meet you, and hope to see you again on our next adventure.
Yep. You most definitely will, because I'm interested now, and I will be a lot more of the crochet channels when I'm not working.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. And Jonathan, a special thank you for having us up.
Yep.
And we're definitely going to be seeing more of what you have to bring. And also, I want to do a little bit more, like I said, field trips. So this is very cool.
It's been an amazing time. I enjoyed it. I couldn't wait till that 12 hours getting up where I get home from work. And I said I didn't want to be late. I had to do some running errands. And I'm surprised I didn't get a speeding ticket.
Yeah, this was fun. Definitely fun. You have a good night. And,
you
thanks
too.
again.
Uh, y'all have a safe trip back home, and y'all have a good rest of y'all's night. And I hope to see y'all here in the next show.
When are you live again?
I won't be live again probably Thursday night because we're actually going to go live on location.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
All right. We will look for you then.
I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Y'all
everybody.
so much.
And
Good night.
take care.
I too. Good night to y'all.
All right. Let's use dip.
I'm going to find my button first. Good night. Good night. Everybody's saying good night. I'm glad all y'all enjoyed the show tonight. I really enjoyed it myself. I think we had an awesome show. Couldn't ask for no better guest than what we had. I was kind of shocked of the location. I thought she was going to be home in her crafty room, but she surprised all of us. Went to the cemetery, and that was a very, very big, amazing. And you can find her on YouTube. Just go to her name right there and type her name in, and she'll pop up. And then you can go to her about her channel and find out a little more about her and read up on her and everything else.
Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to go now, Jonathan.
All right.
But thank you so much, and I will see you soon.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everybody.
Y'all take
Bye
care.
for real. You too.
Y'all be careful. Okay, everybody. I hope y'all really enjoyed it because I sure did. She didn't surprise me. I was here to see y'all's reaction to it, though. Oh, that was very, very awesome. I was really surprised. But to be honest with you, I really, really, really enjoyed her. I enjoyed watching her videos, her shows. Her chat actually welcomed me in. Like I said before, I've been in the other chats. Just because my name got paranormal in it, they look at me a little weird. And I'm not there to troll any channels. I'm not there to make mess with anybody like that. I'm just there to have fun and learn because who knows, one of these days I might take up crochet and at least try it anyway on the show and make y'all laugh. It'd be a comedy hour. I'd be like Goofy on Mickey Mouse, be all tied up in the yarn. So, but I didn't know that she was interested in paranormal stuff like that. That was a big shocker. She did say she liked Halloween and everything, and which I like Halloween because my birthday's coming up here a few days before Halloween, and I will be going to New York. I should be back the 28th or so, and then we'll have a birthday party for me and all that, and then I have to turn around and go back to work. And so I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Your birthday's yesterday. Oh, that's cool. Happy late birthday. Mine is 28th of October. I've got a cousin that was 28th on October like mine. Then I got another cousin, but she actually passed. So then I've got another cousin that's had a birthday same as mine, but I don't have no foggiest idea where she's at. I don't know her. HPW and Johnson. I appreciate all y'all so much. Well, I will never be mad at Dawn. She is a great person. Dan and Bat are great too. You are so welcome, Kenny. Yep, I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me. But There's something else I was going to mention. Oh, the cemetery scavenger hunt has started. If anybody wants to do it, I will be posting the scavenger hunt thing on my community tab, and I will put it on the Facebook page also. Just let me know if you want to participate in it so I can write your name down. I will be drawing the name on my birthday, and then the 29th I will announce the name, and you will receive a little trophy for the winner. And we might do first, second, third place trophies or something other. Nothing major, just something there to have fun, get into the holiday season, and we'll just see how many people that will do it. So if you want to, just contact me and I will give you the list. I just gave you a sub. Yep. Appreciate it. So everybody, I appreciate y'all. See y'all later, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.